guys, it's your girl Taya Moore, and I'm back with another video. So this video is going to be a story time, and I have a little prop right here because it is a little bit of tea time. Yeah. This story is going to be about my first experience with a Scorpio. I don't know why my kid think that he finna get in this video, but he not. Here is the story of my first experience with a Scorpio. I have a previous video that I did, but it was shorts that I talked about this same Scorpio. So we're gonna call this Scorpio basketball, because that's a sport that is his favorite one, too, that he's very good at. I've been knowing basketball since I was 17 and he was 16, because we just, a year apart from each other? Go figure. So one day, basketball was leaving the health department to get birth certificate for one of his kids. And I was leaving school. So I had just got off my campus bus and I had ran into basketball. So I seen basketball from a distance. We had ran into each other the year before this. And it was my graduation night at my alum, where I got my associate's degree from. And it was that night, we was at the club, we was drinking and all that good stuff. I was dancing up on him and he grabbed my hand and he felt comfortable enough to do this with me because he'd known me for this amount of time that we've known each other, mind you. So, he grabbed my hand and he put it, I can't remember if it was on his pants or in his pants. I don't think it was in his pants. I think it was on his pants. Yeah, he put it on his print. Okay, so we in a club and he do this. Mind you, we was drinking. And we've known each other / kind of liked each other for whatever, for all these years. Okay, so fast forward to 2023. We ran into each other again because in 2022, when I graduated from my alum, he told me that he liked somebody. Well, talking to somebody at that time. So I said, oh, nigga. And then I went about my business. So 2023, we ran into each other. This was my spring semester of my junior year in college. I get off the bus and I see him walking from a distance. And I'm like, damn, that look like basketball. But I ain't say nothing at first. But then once I got closer to him, it was basketball. So I was like, basketball. And then he looked up and he was like, oh, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? And his face lit up. Whatever. He was like, where you headed? Because I was waiting for the bus to come back to my house where I live here. And he was like, where you headed? And I was like, I'm headed home. And he knew where I live because he brought me home before. So he was like, well, come on, I'll take you home. And my son just watching me like he just so interested. I wish I could get this on camera. Like, he was like, come on, I'll take you home. So me and him started to walk towards his car because I was like, say less. You feel me? At the time, I was starting to do apparel in my business, but apparel was only temporary in my business. But at the time, I was doing apparel, and I was like, okay, well, I need to stop by my house, and I need to go to the library. That's where I did my apparel at. It gave me a reason to get the fuck out the house. So, okay, cool. Me and him walking towards his car, and we had to kind of like run across the street because of damn traffic. So we link shoulder over shoulder, and we walking like, ouch, like this. And then he was like, yeah. He was like, I've been single. He was like, I'm back outside. What's up? And I'm just like, oh, okay. We get in his car. He brings me to my house. And we're sitting in the parking lot of the complex that I live in. And he was like, I slick gotta pee. He's like, can I come up and come pee? And I was like, sure. So I was like, yeah, come on in. And we sat here. He went to the bathroom for a while. Boom. I mean, he went to the bathroom to pee. Then he came back in the kitchen and sat at my island, because I got an island. And he was like, this the spot. He was like, I swear I'll come over here all the time. Da 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 da. Then I was giving him, I think I gave him some snacks, and he was like, oh yeah. He was like, I like this. He was like, I'll be over your house all the time. Blah 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 blah. For some odd ass reason, in my head and in my hormones and in my coochie, I was like, okay, I'm just horny all of a sudden right now. I'm just like all of a sudden horny. Like, is it just because it's basketball? Like, what the fuck? While we're sitting, while he's at my island and I'm just standing around, I get a freaking phone call. Child. I'm so glad that my ringer was turned down, because at the time, my phone told me who was calling me. So just picture that. You in here with one nigga, and then another nigga call. And you just like, oh, fuck. I played this shit out so smooth because I said, oh, I got to take this real quick. I'll be right back. So I came back in here. Basketball was on his phone, just scrolling. I had leaned on the back of him like this. You know, just leaning on him. And he was like, I think he said damn or something like that. Or he kind of moved a little. So I got up. I stood up and I was like, damn, am I too heavy on you? You know, my bad, am I too heavy? And he was like, nah, hell no, you just right. And he cupped my ass cheek. My right ass cheek. I bullshit you not, y'all. He cupped my whole right ass cheek and pulled me close. He was like, nah, you just right. Boom, and pulled me closer. Child, it was over with at that point. At that point, I'm like, yep, this nigga getting fucked. So I'm like, all right, okay. So I started just hinting here and there about me being hot and ready. No Little Caesars being hot and bothered. Horny. I started hinting at it, and he was like, he just said something a little slick, like I didn't hear him, but I heard exactly what he said. Basketball was like, oh, I just came up here thinking you wanted to fuck real quick. And I was like, huh? And he was like, nothing. What? Huh? Never mind. What? Huh? Nothing. I'm like, nigga, I heard you. I heard you. Basketball was like, all right, so what we gonna do? He was like, gonna do a quickie. And like, it'd be long. He's like, we could do a quickie. Do a long quickie or do nothing at all. And I was like, damn it. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. I'm folding and folded. So I'm like, all right. So I went to my bedroom. Tell me why this nigga was still in my kitchen at my island. So I stepped to my bedroom doorway and I'm like, nigga, you can't take a hint. And he was like, what, you want me to come back there? And I'm like, duh. He came back to my room and I had the bossa rubbers waiting on him, baby. I had them on the bathroom counter and I was just like, they right there. And he was like, well, why you ain't say you had them, blah, 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 blah. And I was just like, nigga, shut up. In my head, I was saying that, nigga, shut up. After that, shit was a blur. I really don't remember. All I remember is laying across my bed and seeing basketball pull them shorts down and child. if an elephant trunk and a horse dick mixed together didn't fall out them shorts. If that didn't fall out his shorts, I don't know what did. I got a little scared. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. I got a little scared. Like, no cap. I was just like, oh shit. Like, I got a little scared. He put the rub on. And when he went to climb and get on top of me, I said, can I lay at the head of my bed? At the headboard? And he was like, yeah, of course. He was like, of course. So I went and I laid at the headboard of my bed. When I tell y'all, this man turned me every way but loose. I could cry. I don't remember the last time you heard with a nigga being on top. That's how you know he beat something up real good. He did that, and I'm gripping the fuck. I'm talking about gripping him like it's nobody's business. Like gripping his hair, gripping his body, just gripping him overall, gripping him. So, whew. I had the nerve to ask for some back shots. Child. I flipped myself over. Child. It was like the best back shots ever. It was like the back shots got harder and harder and faster. And cause nigga do you like that. You tell me, bitch, if you gonna be a little sane afterwards. Like, why you being weird to me? I got goosebumps and chills just talking about it. It took me a little minute to do this video. After that, bitch, it became a whole situationship. Like, we were fucking for like 6 months straight. No cap. We was going at it for 6 months straight. No cap. I barely could see any other nigga. Like, I knew I was single. We both knew that we was single in this. But girl, you couldn't tell me nothing about basketball. You really slick still can't. But back then, you definitely couldn't tell me nothing about basketball. That's some thing like you want to keep to yourself. Like, you'll brag, oh, he did this, he did that, he did this. But you'll never let whoever you telling about this, you'll never let them see who, or let alone never let them be around the nigga, because ain't no way. I done had some stole from me. Bitch, I'll beat y'all ass about this one. I'll beat y'all ass about this one. For sure. He was a little bit toxic, but he wasn't that bad. He was over emotional a little bit, but he wasn't really that bad. Like, he never disappointed. Let's just say that. And he always did shit for me when he could, and I appreciated that about him, because he wasn't just laying dick down, and that made me start kind of liking him. I mean, he'd be the perfect nigga to do a threesome with, though. No cap. But I'm like, damn, I wouldn't want to do no threesome with him and whoever he talks to. Because what if I fuck her man better than her? You feel me? Then she mad at me. And we already got chemistry because we've done this plenty of times. I don't know if he talked to somebody. I don't know. But, yeah. That was my first Scorpio. Actually, oh, I just thought about it. No, it's not. No, it's not my first experience with Scorpio. That nigga is in jail. But this Scorpio, I really like to consider him my first semi-healthy experience with a Scorpio. Because the first nigga was everything toxic. Basketball, he was my first good experience with a Scorpio. That's my video. This is my story time of my first good experience with a Scorpio. So feel free to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, tell your folks about Tell More, because, you know, we're raw and uncut, all that good shit. And yeah, until next time, your more. Ooh.